my name is Erica White, and I work at Perkinson Elementary School, a part of the Atlanta Public School District. I'm going to show you an inquiry lab, or how to perform an inquiry lab for the elementary school. First thing, we're going to use the More Picture Perfect Science, grades K through 4, as well as some of the Common Core correlations. RL 1.1, ask and answer questions about key details in a text. RL 1.2, identify the main topic and retell key details of a text. W 1.1, write informative explanatory text in which they name a topic, supply some facts about the topic, and provide some sense of closure. SL 1.1, participate in collaborative conversations with diverse partners about grade 1 topics and text with peers and adults in small or larger groups. The science content and processes, Georgia Performance Standards. S1 CS6, science involves collecting data and testing hypotheses. S1P2, demonstrate how magnets attract and repel. Identify common objects that are attracted to a magnet. Alright, those were our standards that we're going to be using, as well as some of the Common Core correlations. Before we get started, in the elementary science classroom, we should use a science journal. You can use any type of composition notebook or spiral-bound notebook to keep or record your findings in. Also, we try to follow the 5E model. The first E is engage. That will be our read aloud, the magnetic dot. Before we get started, I will ask the kids to infer what they think the magnetic dot, the story, is going to be about. Maybe they already have some prior knowledge about magnets and such. Magnets attract metal objects like keys and spoons. My dog Skitty doesn't attract metal. She attracts food. I could stop right there. For the sake of the video, you would read the entire story to your students, have them infer before, during, and after the text. Alright, the next E in the 5E model would be to explore. This is the experimental phase. Don't forget your journals. In your science journals, you can have the kids write down the title, their hypothesis about the question that you asked. What do you think magnets attract or do not attract to? What we're going to be testing today is, what can you catch with a magnet? As you can see, I have various size and shape magnets, and each group, or maybe no more than 4 in a group, will have their own materials at their tables. Each group will also have a bag with test objects. This is the information they can write down in their journals, items to be tested, their prediction, whether or not they're attracted or not attracted to the magnet. So I have a wire screen, cardboard box, aluminum nail, copper square, and all they will have to do is first make their prediction whether or not they think the magnet will attract or not attract that object, and then test the object. So it did stick to the wire screen. So on my paper, after already writing down my prediction, I think it's going to attract, I will put a little X or check under attract. And they will do this for all the objects on their table. This will take maybe about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on the speed of your classroom. The next E would be explain. Explain doesn't necessarily have to be the teacher explaining to the students. It should be the students explaining to their group or the teacher their findings. Maybe you can guide them with some questions. What items did the magnets pick up? What do these items have in common? And were you surprised by any of the results of your findings? Allow the kids 1 to 2 minutes to talk with their table about their findings. This is the explain part. The next E in the 5E model would be extend. They could extend this by making a poster to represent their findings of their classroom to their classroom. And the last E would be evaluate. Evaluate will probably be a homework assignment where I have each student to write me a story about what they think would happen if they woke up one morning and their feet were magnets. So that will be the extend part. I hope you enjoyed this short inquiry lesson, elementary lesson, picture perfect on that magnetic dog. Thank you.